Zakaboo Sneaker Reviews.
Welcome to the channel. My name is Zach. You can call me Zakaboo, and I'm here for you and any sneakers you might be curious about. No brand snobbing, no shaming. I'm just here to give you guys and girls out there more information about shoes that you might be interested in buying. And yes, today's sneaker is another classic from New Balance, but its origins don't exactly revolve around running or lifestyle as we've gotten used to from the brand. This time around, New Balance got into basketball. This, my friends, is the New Balance 550 in the Shadow colorway. Now, if you've been watching my earlier videos, then by now you probably know that I have a penchant for classic sneakers from the 80s, which is why my favorite sneakers from Nike and Adidas are the Air Force 1 and the Forum respectively. And the 550s that you see in front of me are in that same exact category.
The New Balance 550 was introduced to the world for the very first time in 1989, and it was released as a basketball shoe. At that time, it was not uncommon for low-top models to be produced and used for basketball. And it was also pretty common for basketball shoes to have a full leather upper. Just like today, New Balance was mainly known for its running shoes almost 3 decades ago. Therefore, the 550 was not very popular in the US. To put it simply, running models like the 990 from New Balance eclipsed the basketball silhouette, and it's probably because the 550 didn't contain any new or innovative technology, which I'll go over in a bit. For some reason though, the New Balance 550 managed to establish itself in Europe and remains a cult classic for lifestyle shoes to this day, which can also be said about another basketball shoe from the 80s, and that's the Adidas Forum.
Speaking of the Forum, I'd say the 550s are constructed quite like those, give or take a few things.
Going over the shoe, and it's easy to see why they enjoyed such a comeback, especially over the past year when vintage sneakers started to take over. For starters, it's a low top, which is generally easier to wear nowadays. Plus, it's got a full-on leather upper, which is pretty thick and smooth. The layering is on point and gives more depth to the design, and it's got minimal branding hits on both sides and the back. Moving on down the shoe, and you have a rubber cupsole that doesn't go all the way around, meaning there's some exposed EVA on the medial side of the shoe, which should provide more comfort right off the bat than something that's fully encapsulated like the Adidas Superstar or the Air Force 1. On top of that, the 550s have a pretty fluffy insole that should give you some nice step and comfort.
The outsole itself is solid rubber, and it's done up in the same fashion as the upper, two-toned and black and gray, and for some reason really remind me of a couple of other Air Jordan outsoles.
I feel like these fit big. Not quite Air Force 1 big, but in my personal experience, it's best to go down half a size. I got these in my usual 9.5 for most lifestyle shoes, and they're a bit long for my liking. Wide footers should be fine going true to size, since up half a size might have you swimming in the shoe.
Much like most shoes of the 80s, colorways back in the day were pretty simple, two-toned at best, and it's no different for these guys, which come in black, gray, and white. Very reminiscent of the colors used on the Air Jordan 1 Shadow, which is probably why they share the same nickname.
I want to say it's the love for the shoe that aided its comeback, but if I'm being honest, I feel like it has more to do with the whole Aimé Leon Dore collaboration. Aimé Leon Dore, of course, being the Queens-based fashion and lifestyle brand similar to Kith, Undefeated, and Sacai, to name a few.
By the way, the demand and the hype on those Aimé Leon Dore joints was something that I didn't expect. Yes, I think that their collab with New Balance for the 550s have some really clean colorways and probably have some better materials too, but is it really worth doubling the price of these guys? I don't know. I'm not into Aimé Leon Dore, so it's a no for me. But hey, to each his or her own, and if you like it, if you can afford it, by all means, go right on ahead. But at the price point of those collabs, I might as well just wait for the New Balance 990 V6 to drop next year. And that's about it for my review on the New Balance 550. Treat these guys exactly how you would an Air Force One, or similar shoes, since they're pretty much in line with each other. Classic style, easy to wear, easy to find, and the price point's pretty fair. These things typically go for about $120 or around 6,500 pesos thereabouts, at least the last time that I checked. While the Aimé Leon Dore colorways usually go for double the price. I think I saw one at around 250 bucks, so I would assume that that's the minimum. Now for some reason, the 550s are more available in store. So New Balance Philippines, get your shit together so we can stay safe and shop online. But I really can't blame them though, because most of the self-proclaimed sneakerheads in my country are just into Jordans, Yeezys, and Nike Dunks. So yeah. There are lots of sellers on Facebook though that are legit, and they don't put a lot on top of retail. So by all means, just make sure to have any product legit checked first. Viewers in other countries though, please do let me know what the situation is like in your area. But hey, if you like this video, and if you found it helpful, then by all means, please hit that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Enable post notifications and share my videos with your friends, because it would be really great to have some sort of community going on where we can just share tips and insights, feedback about shoes and whatnot. And who knows, this video might just help someone out there make a decision about these guys right here. My name is Zach. You can call me Zachaboo. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.